All right, we back with another video. It's been quite some time. I can't remember the last video I had. Anyways, I had to get some stuff out of the way. Like a lot of technical difficulties going on here, but hey, we back and about to get right back on that grind. That grind. Anyways, we got this event, Burns versus Morales. This is gonna be this weekend. It is Thursday right now. Um, May 15th. I believe it's May. Yeah, it is May. Um, so yeah, we just gonna get started right here. We gonna get started. Don't really need to say too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm back. You know, it is what it is. First fight of the night, women's fight. Tisha Pennington versus Luana Pinheiro. Pinheiro. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I would like. I feel like I want to go Tisha because experience whatnot. Even though she kind of I mean, she got to win her last fight, so you know, kind of got to take that into account. It's a tough one. I think I'll just go with I'm gonna go Luana though. I'm gonna go Luana. She is coming off a loss, but I just feel as if Tisha's trajectory wise, like career, it's messed up. It's unfortunate to say, but I'm not gonna spend too long on that. I'm just gonna go with Luana. All right, I'm gonna go with Luana. And if you're only here to see me do the main card, then you can just skip ahead. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so we got Hong Sung. No offense, we got Hong Sung Park and Carlos Hernandez. I think this is a pretty good fight. I think this is a decent amount of competition for Park over here. Undefeated. Feel like he's pretty decent everywhere. This is definitely gonna be his biggest challenge, I think. Just from my opinion. Hernandez, he's pretty much a vet, I guess you could say, in this division. But I'm gonna buy into the hype. I'm gonna go with Park. I'm gonna go with Park. I don't know how. I think he can get it done though. I don't really. Maybe he gets a finish. I don't know. I'm not gonna spend too much time on the prelims to be honest. This is a good. This main card is nice on this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know these two, so we're gonna move on. All right, so Luana Santos here versus Tinara Lisboa. Santos coming off of a loss. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of split down the middle with this fight. I don't even know. I'm gonna move on. I'm copping please today. I'm taking cop outs. Not gonna lie. But I do know Del Valle. And I'm gonna buy into the hype. It's his debut. Contender series guy. I'm a contender series. I'm a contender series guy. I'm always gonna pick those guys. Not gonna lie. I'll say from the last season, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm going that Yadir. Um, I'm buying into the hype. Also think he's just like he's pretty. If he could put it all together, like legit, like kind of actually really dangerous. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Yadir, and I'm saving those deep breakdowns, I guess, for the main card for some of those fights. But you know, just in case you're new here and it just sounds like I'm just talking shit. You know, sometimes for these people I don't know, I am. But if you go back, you look at the videos, I'd be one fight off of the whole card. I'd be one or two fights off, so I know what I'm saying. But we got Jared Flash Gordon. I believe that's his nickname, right? They don't have it up there. But versus Thiago Moises. Um Jared Gordon's one of those guys who can beat these guys, like right, like Thiago. Um, but I'm gonna go with Thiago. Um, Maybe he could pull off a submission against Gordon. Other than I don't really see too much Gordon can do against Moises. But excuse me. But yeah, I'm gonna go Thiago over here. Go Thiago. Keep it short and sweet. Um, Gabe Green, I do remember seeing him fight, I believe. I do not know Matthias. I don't know. Listen, I need to do more research on some of these guys. All right, I'm not gonna lie. These cards have been kind of slipping on the radar, and I have been watching all the previous events that I haven't been uploading for. Still watch. I don't. I believe I didn't even do a breakdown for Gary and Prades. I was super hyped for that fight. Still watched it. Crazy. I don't know what Prades was thinking at the end, but just gotta let that be, I guess. But yeah. I don't know these guys. I need to do more research on these guys. Not gonna lie. I feel like I've seen Gabe Green though. I don't know the Matthias dude though. All right, main card. This is a good main card. To be honest, this is a real good main card. Underrated main card. Costa. If you watch my videos in the past, I have two videos. I went against him one time and I went with him the other time. He won both. I'm gonna go with them here again. Erosa's a vet. Don't get it twisted. He's a vet. He has a lot I feel like he could do in this fight. If there's anyone who's gonna be kind of like match. Actually, I don't know because Costa is crazy on the feet. Like that Muay Thai is something. Regardless, I'm going Costa. I'm going Costa. I do think Orosa can make it somewhat of a fight if he can get it like, get it like in a dirty, get it dirty, man. Get a little dirty clinch going on, but he has to be careful of them elbows and them knees, them bows. But yeah, I mean, it looks like he's gonna have the height advantage, Erosa, but I don't know. Ultimately, I'm gonna go with Costa. I think Costa can get it done. I do think it may be a little more of an even fight than it may seem. Even though I mean the odds seem as fairly even, I guess you could say. All right, Dustin versus Ruzabayev. Um, Ruzabayev, obviously, you look at the record, you're like, dang, like he's had a lot of fights. Huge for the weight class. 6'5". His last showing, I believe, that it was okay. It was. I mean, we expect him to win, right? We expect him to win. Good striking. He uses his height very well. Dustin's gonna have to make this a dirty fight. He's gonna have to get close, sort of similar to the fight we just seen. But this fight is gonna be Dustin's gonna have to make this dirty. Do not stay at the end of Roots Bob's punches and kicks. I mean, that's really it. Ruzabayev is a decent grappler too, so But I think if Dustin could kind of grind out this fight, like just kind of grind it out, he could possibly get that dub. But I'm gonna go with Ruzabayev. I just think I don't know. Ultimately, I think he's better. I think he has more chances to win than Dustin. But like I said, if Dustin can make it like a grinding type fight, you know, we got Sadiq Yusuf versus Marian Santos. So this fight's a little tough because like Sadiq, like I wouldn't even consider him a vet at this point, but he's had a lot of fights. So I definitely feel like for Santos, this is gonna be like that I feel like real UFC caliber competition, I guess you could say, just because he's been around for a minute and he's fought like good guys. Um, the only issue with Yusuf is he does get caught. He gets reckless when he gets caught. So, that could leave him open for a lot of things. It could leave him open to get clipped. It could leave him open to get submitted. And Santos will definitely take that opportunity. Um, Santos is young though. I believe he's like 24. Um, See, part of me wants to go with Sadiq just because I feel like I could see a way that he could kind of like put a halt on this. You know what I'm saying? His prospect, if you want to call him that. 17 fights. But still, fairly new to the UFC. So, um, Sadiq coming off a loss. What's that motivation like? I just ultimately feel like Sadiq's gonna look like the bigger guy out there. It's a tough one. This is a tough one. I want to go Sadiq. Like I want to say Sadiq's gonna win, but feel like he just gets a little too reckless, and that's gonna leave him open in a bad position. And I think Santos can take it, possibly submission, maybe get a TKO. Unless Sadiq comes out and is just disciplined, locked in, game plan, bloom, shut, I can see him winning. But I'm gonna go Santos. It's really hard to go against Sadiq right now, though. Like for me personally, for this fight, but I'm gonna go against him. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna go Santos. All right, we got Rodolfo versus Paul Craig. So this fight, am I super excited for this being the co-main event? Not really, to be honest. I feel like, I mean, it's kind of tough. This is a good card. Don't get me wrong. Well, good main card. I like this main card because I feel like these all have potential to be like actual bangers. Like Sadiq and Mario, it has potential to be a banger. Dustin and Ruzabov, not really, but Erosa and Costa, that's gonna be a war. Like I feel like that's gonna be a war. Some on the prelim may be a war, but this fight, I don't get it twisted. This could be one of those little stand-up weird wars, like where they're both just hitting each other with everything they got, but no one's dropping. If anyone's dropping, is Paul Craig probably to pull guard or some shit like that. But um, dang man, I mean, Craig is. You have to be mindful of Paul Craig's ground game. Um, Submissions are always an option. They're always an option with him. They're never not. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna go with Rodolfo. Um, I think he could hurt Craig. I think he could hurt Craig and potentially put it put his lights out. I think he could potentially put his lights out. I don't think he should even mess around with the grappling of Craig. I don't think anyone should really at that weight division unless you're like, yeah, I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie, like just because he's just slick off his back and he could just catch you in a weird armbar or triangle, anything at any time. So, but I think Rodolfo gets it done. So we have Gilbert Loreno Burns versus Michel Morales, Michael Michel, whatever. Um, yeah, I mean, if this was Burns from 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you know what I mean, I'll be somewhat confident. You know what I mean? Morales looks like a killer. He is a killer. Let's get that. Let's make sure that's known. Um, if Gilbert could kind of turn back the clock, you know what I mean, and really kind of grapple his way, maybe he could get it done. I feel like if he like grapples his way to that victory. Um, Other than that, I think Morales can get it done by finish. I think this is his like coming out party. This is this is his this is his moment. I mean, it's a main event. It's against a top guy in the division, a big name in the division. So I think ultimately, I think he can get it done. Um, it's kind of hard to say TKO like against Burns, but Morales could do it. I think he's ready. So yeah, and that welterweight division is stacked. That division is stacked. So it's gonna be cool to see his name in the mix if he can get this win. I think he's gonna get it. But yeah, they can mix in some fights here. Maybe a Carlos Pradas next. Who knows? But yeah, I mean that's really it. I'm gonna go with Morales. Quick, simple video. I feel like that's dang. Is that like the fastest one I did? For some reason, this feels like there's just not a lot of fights on this card. Yeah, it doesn't seem like. Damn, I was showing UFC. I can't be even showing that in there. I mean, not that I don't really care about copyright, whatever, but I just don't want to get on strike. But yeah, that's really it. That's been the video. I'm back. I'm gonna be uploading more of these, so you know what I'm saying. I need to get back on the grind, so I'm back. You know what I'm saying. So, anyways, if you like the video, like if you stayed through all this, comment. You know what I'm saying. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your predictions are. Tell me if you think my predictions are crap. If you don't think they're good, let me know. But yeah, that's been it. And yeah, that's it.